Red button means we're live. A casual take with your boy Stephen Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. Happy Monday, everyone. Let's get into it. One of my very good friends had an Android for a long time, and he would refuse to get an iPhone. Now, there's nothing wrong with Android users, but if we ever wanted to do like a group FaceTime call, he would be left out. Until recently, when he finally got an iPhone, communication has been so much better with him. Now, that was not an ad for Apple, by the way, although Apple, pay me. That's how I feel about the Chicago Bears. For a century, their whole identity has been power run, hard nosed defense, which was cool in the 80s. But in big 2024, when it seems like every other franchise has understood that it's a quarterback, big, heavy pass league, how the hell do you still not have a 30 touchdown, 4,000-yard passer in a single season? Luckily, they now have Caleb Williams, who not only do I think will absolutely shatter those records in short order, but Caleb is going to change the entire identity of the Bears into the future because he is simply a generational talent. I mean, unless you're living under the rock, how could you not see that throw up the sideline to Rome Odunze? I can't stress enough how insane that is. Oh, but Steven, it was against the second and third string Bengals defense. I don't care if that was against the Legion of Boom or a high school JV defense. That throw can only be done by some people. And some people being Mahomes, maybe Allen, prime Aaron Rodgers. That's about it. And I know it's corny, but yeah, that looked a little Mahomey. Looked a little Mahomey. You think I'm glazing because I like Caleb Williams and he's my twin, by the way? I'm still trying to convince you guys it's my twin. But ask Mahomes' former wide receiver who won a Super Bowl with, won some All-Pros with, Tyreek Hill, who tweeted, Caleb Williams, so nice. He reminds me of ... fill in the blanks. I mean, that throw to Rome Odunze. I mean, the ability to roll to the left, the opposite side of your arm, because he's a right-handed quarterback, off platform with the ab strength to throw cross-body perfectly into the breadbasket of a wide receiver 45 yards down the field. Only a few people I've ever seen could make that throw. Again, like Allen, Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, maybe one or two more, maybe like a Herbert. That's it. That's how insane that throw was. It was one of those. It's one of those plays where, like, when you see happen in real time, you immediately go run to the group chat. Like when I saw that, I immediately hopped on Twitter, immediately ran to the group chat to see, like, what is everyone saying? Like, this was one of those plays. You just run to the group chat. Now, I know some of you guys are probably thinking, oh, but the Bears went 3 straight times in the first quarter. I understand that. Part of it was because the Bengals, you got to give credit to them for playing some good defense. The other part is the Bears Shane Waldron's not putting out his best offensive plays. It's pretty vanilla offense themselves. But I will put part of it on Caleb Williams. But you got to understand, that was the first quarter of his second ever NFL action. He's 22 years old. And the preseason, I'm not expecting you to have 60 minutes of a masterclass. This isn't week 13. Like, preseason, especially for rookies, just give me some flashes. I'm not expecting you to put on these big play drives all the time. Just show me flashes. And flashes, that's all Caleb Williams did, because you could tell in that second quarter when he finally got his rhythm. I always say that Caleb Williams is a confidence quarterback. He just trusts his stuff when he's in his zone. He was off to the races in the second quarter. In the second quarter against the Bengals, 4 for 7, 70 total yards. And his yards are not as big as they should have been because they marched down the field thanks to a pass interference. He had a rushing touchdown and 2 scoring drives. I mean, that rushing touchdown, talk about turning something into nothing into something. When there's no one open, you're looking, going through your reads, you evade pressure, and you just walk into the end zone. That's what Caleb Williams can do, a nothing into something quarterback. But what's even crazier about that drive is that play, which was a flash, what is even the biggest highlight? It was the play before when he avoids pressure, rolls right, makes an on-point pass in the corner of the end zone to Rome Odunze, although it was incomplete because Rome just didn't know where he was in the corner, but that was an amazing throw. And just saying it out loud, throwing to Rome Odunze, maybe the best wide receiver in the draft, not named Marvin Harrison. That's your wide receiver number 3 coming out of college. And then he also has Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Swift, Clement, Shane Waldron, improving offensive line. The division is not that great defensively. You got to say to yourself, that generational talent with that offensive system, I mean, the Bears have never had that before. I was watching the game. It's like texting my friend for the first time and his texts were blue instead of green. He finally got an iPhone. I can finally airdrop him something, because the Bears, they've only had one Pro Bowl quarterback in 40 years. The Bears have never had a quarterback like an Allen, like a Mahomes, like an all-pro quarterback in the Super Bowl era, because that's what you need, an elite quarterback to win a Super Bowl today. Bears don't have that until, I believe, now. Now you can play eye-pitching games with my friend. Now I can, have a FaceTime call with my friend whenever I want. And the Bears, now they can say in 2024, they got a 30-touchdown passer and a 4,000-yard passer. But I appreciate everyone for tuning into this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social medias to stay updated on all things related to the show. Until next time, see you.